Friendly reminder, please silence your cell phones during before introduction on the session. On this meeting to order. Good evening, welcome to City of Oxford Commissioners Board meeting. It is 7 p.m. Tuesday, March 12th. This time we'll consider adjustments on the approval of tonight's agenda. Sorry. Moving on. Prayer by Commissioner Bryant.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Our regularly scheduled minister was unable to attend tonight due to sickness, so we will be stepping in. So for all those inclined to do so, please bow in prayer. Loving Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you for the simple truth that impacts our lives. Two are better than one. What a privilege we have as a body of Christ to support and encourage one another in the works that you have given us to do. Give us the grace, the wisdom, to hold these things in your world, and to consider the needs of others before our own. Unite your people together in bonds of peace. May we be a living testimony to the goodness and the grace of God, and we work together for the furtherance of the gospel. In this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Commissioner, pray to lead us in prayer. We go to
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time we consider adjustment to an approval of tonight's agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Discussion. Motion carries. To provide the highest standards of behavior and transparency during the Board of Commissioners approve a code of ethics to establish guidelines, critical standards for board members, and to provide guidance in determining appropriate conduct. Upon those board members should avoid impropriety in the exercise of their official duties and should conduct the affairs of the board in an open and public manner. Any board member knows of the of interest or appearance of a conflict, please state so at this time.
Mr. Mayor, I'll recuse myself from 4.2 of the agenda, during the vote to amend the here new statement.
Here, let the record know, no conflicts, let the record know that Commissioner Khan is recusing himself. At this time, I'd like to call Dr. Stan Whitmore of the Granville County Board of Education to come and speak.
Good evening, Mayor Nurse. Gracias por invitarme a venir esta noche. Thank you for inviting me to come here tonight. City Commissioners, City Manager Taylor, and staff, and those in attendance, thank you for having me here. My name is Stan Winborn. I'm the proud superintendent of Granville County Public Schools. I've worked for Granville County Public Schools for 28 years. I actually attended Maria Elementary School for kindergarten and first grade, and so this is an honor to serve in this position. And I want to thank you all for inviting me to come to speak tonight. I'm in my 8th month in this position, so I'm still learning and I'm still navigating much. But I'm bringing to you tonight just an overview of our progress so far this school year. But before I begin, I want to start by saying I've enjoyed accompanying Mayor Nurse on some visits to some of our schools. Together, we were able to visit C.G. Cradle, West Oxford Elementary School, where we saw the new language classrooms, and we also visited the Granville Middle School and Jericho High School. And I'm very happy to see that the leaders in Oxford are continuing their strong support for our school district. I believe our school should be a source of pride and inspiration for our community. And I thank the mayor for his eagerness to help our staff and our students come involved in our schools. So thank you. First slide you can see here, I'm sorry to back up one, the title slide, Focus Forward. This is the motto that I have adopted for our school district this year. This kind of takes a sense of optimism for the future, but it also calls to attention the need for us to try to not lose sight of what is most important, to focus. And I'm going to be talking about that briefly during the presentation. You'll also see there I unashamedly adopted our state motto, which I think is a wonderful expression, esse quam videre. And that means to be rather than to see. And to me, this is something I've tried to promote with our staff in their approach to our work. To be rather than to see, to take things as they are, and find challenges to be realistic about what the work is. So when I say focus, on the next slide, please, what I'm really talking about is using our well-defined strategic plan to drive our work in our school district. It's a fantastic strategic plan. Some of you in this room may have even had a chance to serve on the committees that helped develop that plan. Many of our parents, our students, and our staff all work together to create that plan. And there are some 4 key priorities that I have taken from our strategic plan as priorities for our work this school year. And then they are safety, academics, attendance, and student behavior. Since the beginning of the school year, these 4 items are what we're about. Next slide, please. Safety, of course, our number 1 priority. Nothing is more important than the safety of our children while they're in our care, and of course, the safety of all of our staff. I'll begin the conversation about safety with regard to our school resource officers. They're probably some of the most highly visible folks in our buildings when it comes to safety. We currently have funding for 9 positions, and you can see on the right side how that breaks out. The county provides 4 and 2/3 position, 4 and 2/3 positions. The school district funds 2 1/3, and then we receive funding from a state grant for an additional 2. When you look at that box right there, the state is going to be opening up the cycle and grant award for additional SROs. And we would like to expand it to become a total of 15, one SRO for every school campus. 9 is not enough. We need to have a better presence. And I've been having some preliminary conversations with the chief and the city manager, who would love to get Oxford Police Department to help join us in that work. I know that historically, Oxford Police Department is a wonderful partner. And I think, lately, law enforcement faces many challenges with staffing. It's hopefully that improves, and we'll have some additional candidates that maybe can come and serve in this role. On the left side, you'll see the agencies that provide these officers. Right now, the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office provides 6, 2 come from the Greenville Police Department, and 1 from Butler Homes. Just an overview on that. So Commissioners, I look forward to any type of future partnership we can have with the police department and our schools. I think it's wonderful when they work together. It gives trust in our community, and the department gets to know training their students. Our SROs are not just law enforcement officers, they're coaches, they are mentors, they're big brothers, and they're just a wonderful addition to have. Next slide. Also, with regard to safety, we've hired this year, scraped together some funds for a part-time safety officer. We've hired a retired Greenville Police Department chief. His name is Keith King. He works for us a little less than 30 hours a week. And his primary role is to help us oversee the safety procedures and protocols we have in place in our school building. He does checks and audits. He does trainings, and he also acts as a liaison with our law enforcement agencies. So it's been a welcome addition. In addition, he's been working on upgrading our emergency response and action plans. Some of those reside in platforms that law enforcement and our administrators can use at the same time. So if there's a crisis, we can all log into the same digital platform, see maps of the school and all, everything is there for us in real time. Also, we are continuing to make upgrades to the physical security of our schools. We're constantly adding, repairing fencing, upgrading doors, lock systems. We'd like to move to the RFID card swipes for our schools eventually. We're expanding, piloting a student ID badge system. Currently, that allows students to swipe their card when they're on the school bus, swipe when they come into the school. So those are things we're looking forward to in the future, trying to leverage technology to keep our students safe. Also, we're adding additional surveillance cameras. Every one of our schools has camera systems that are hooked up to the cloud that are running 24/7. So we're just continuing to make those better. This school year, I've required all of our principals to have at least one screening per week, every single school, elementary, middle, and high, where all students pass through a screening system, metal detector, bag search, random lines, that type of thing, just to try to catch anything that might be coming into our schools. Very fortunate so far, it's not had any firearms. Of course, it catches a lot of vapes, unfortunately, but it shows our students and our community that we're serious about this and making it a priority. You may know this or heard, we've tried to get the word out to the community that we are adding some additional requirements for visitors on our campus, especially our athletic events. We have metal detectors set up for screening for our visitors, and we also no longer allow bags to come into our athletic events unless it's for medical purposes. And then finally, we just continue to train all of our staff. We have 900 full-time employees and another 100 or 2 part-time, and so there's turnover, and we constantly have to keep training. It's a really important part. But our motto when it comes down to safety is that it's everyone's job, and every single person that works in our schools. And if you see something, say something. That's what we tell our students. That's what we remind each other all the time. And I would encourage you as community members, if you ever have any concerns about anything that's ever going on in any one of our schools, if you please contact us immediately. It's our #1 priority without hands down. So on the next slide, academics. Obviously, we are a school district, so this is what we do. It's all about academics. These three bullets just list some of the very high level goals that I've set out for the district. Of course, each school has its own school improvement plan that is much more refined, with a lot of detail. There's a committee at each school, also includes parents, so that helps those plans. But for this school year, my expectations are that we have 0 schools designated as low performing. Last school year, we had 7 of our 16 schools that unfortunately had that designation. I would like for every single one of our schools to meet or exceed academic growth, and that's as measured by the Department of Public Instruction. Last year, we had 9 of 16 meet that goal. And I want the proficiency or the test scores of the children to all be improving at a greater than that of the state. We lag behind the state right now on average, but I want to see continued improvement at a faster rate than the state is for us to get ahead of that curve. Next slide. So the way I see us moving forward and dramatically increasing our student achievement is by our teachers. The research shows any source you consider, the number one factor to improving outcomes for students is to have a highly effective teacher in that classroom. There's no program, no magic textbook, there's bells and whistles. It's something with the quality of that teacher. And unfortunately, in North Carolina, we've been facing a severe teacher shortage, pipeline of teachers, a severe shortage. And you can see in these charts, just to illustrate how it's lately, in the 2022-23 school year, I'll move out of the way, the start of the school year, last school year, we had 69 vacancies, and the monthly average was 50. And this is for certified staff. Certified staff are those staff members like teachers who have a credential, teaching license. This year, we've managed to reduce that number significantly. At the start of the year, it was 31, and the monthly average is now down to 18. And of these 18, I just checked before I came here, only 9 are actually core subject area vacancies like math or English language arts or a grade level teacher. It's not include the academic courses. So we're heading in the right direction. But of equal importance are our classified educators, and those are the folks who do the daily work. That's what keeps our schools running. Those are our custodians, our cafeteria workers, our clerical staff, our bus drivers. Without them, we don't have school. So that also is extremely important. This is our monthly average last year, and this year it's down to 17. So we're making a tremendous amount of progress there. So I'm very optimistic. Of course, most of our students will be taking their state tests in May, late May, and those results, we will get them internally in early June. They won't be made public probably, we don't really release them until mid to late summer usually. So that's when you can expect to see how we do this school year. Next slide. Attendance is the third area of focus. We're not going to improve the academic achievement of our students if they're not in school. Last year, our attendance rate was horrific. It was about 88, 89%. And that was not unique to Granville County Public Schools. I'm sad to say that was a trend across the country. It was, I guess, a little bit of a hangover from COVID. I remember when there was a period of time when the children were in school and they were in school part-time and it's online and hybrid and all this mess. And it's been a struggle to get students back into school. So this year we've set a goal of 96.5%. And I just shared the most recent numbers for counts for February. You can see excused and unexcused. Excused are when a child is sick or there's a valid reason when they send in the note, and then unexcused are when they don't come to school and no one lets us know why. And so we have policies in place that address attendance. And excessive absences, of course, can lead to various consequences for students, and then eventually for their families through truancy. So we've been trying to enforce that. But also on the other side, we've been trying to promote good attendance. with wording that, having contests and prizes and, making it fun. We want students to feel like they're missing out on history. So we've been working really hard to do that this year. The little arrows just show the trend compared to the same time last year. Next slide. This just shows a chart over since the beginning of the school year of progress. And again, that red line across the top is our target of 96.5%. And we had a huge campaign at the start of the school year and started off very strong. Then as the winter season came on, cold and flu season, it hit us really hard, and we dipped in November big, but we're rebounding. So I hope to hit this target by the end of the school year. Next slide. Finally, student behavior. Once we have that quality teacher in the classroom, students come to school every day, we need to make sure that they're engaged and that they're behaving. They understand the rules and that the time that they're spending with us is productive. And we have a revised student code of conduct, and we've made it a priority to strictly enforce that code of conduct. I strongly believe that students need constraints, they need boundaries, and they respond quite well to that. They structure benefits, their work ethic, and so our teachers also very much appreciate the fact that administrators and central office staff are going to support them when they're having to correct student behavior. If they don't feel supported in the classroom, if they feel like students can act out and there are no consequences, it's hard to come around. It's something we're trying to do hard. And the results so far indicate a lot of improvement. You can see year-to-date 2023, our total office referrals were 4,630. We track all of this very closely. And then for this year, it was down 10% to 4,192. And then what I'm more proud of are the suspensions, because these are when students are not at school most of the time. If they are long-term suspended, they do go to our alternative school. But if it's a short-term suspension, they go home. And that's down almost 400 days. 400 instances, not days, instances. Student instances. That's down 14%. So those are significant as well. But these things are all very important. But I will say what I'm most proud of is the way that our educators love and care for our students every single day. They do not make a lot of money. They do it for the love of the children. And they make a profound difference in their lives, and they better our community. And so I'm grateful for all the educators in Graham County Public Schools and the community that supports them. I would urge you all, if you're not familiar with our schools, come and visit us. Consider volunteering. If you're a parent, a mom or dad or a grandmother or an aunt or uncle, come out to the events. Be a part of our schools. We welcome the community and we welcome you commissioners. Thank you, Mayor, again for inviting me here tonight. I'm happy to take any questions. Yes.
On the vacancies, so what do you attribute the gain in employees? What happened between 23, 22, 23 to give you that advantage in 23, 24? What did you do to get those?
Yes, sir. Well, I think it's a variety of factors. It's a great question. We aggressively rely on international teaching staffing agencies. We have almost 80 teachers from abroad right now. And these are highly qualified, certified licensed teachers that have to go through rigorous background check and they're experienced in their own countries. They are now filling some of our key vacancies, especially in mathematics and science instruction. We have teachers coming from the Philippines, from Jamaica, from Central and Latin America as well. So that's really a huge one. And Mayor Nurse, I chance to meet you.
Commissioner Bridges.
Yeah. Since I have 3 grandchildren, to elementary school, security is a big issue for me. And I was wondering, when you talked about students having cars to get access to the school, to me, that sounds like a situation where if the car is lost or given away, it's actually giving more access to the schools. Explain how that's going to work. And I'm thinking about my own grandchildren, and what they do.
Well, we're piloting right now, what those funds out. But, the vendor that we're using, if a child loses a car,
Yeah.
right, that access is then off, and they are not able to get in into the car station. But, you know, if you think about a morning arrival and dismissal, children are not necessarily swiping the card to get into the building. They are walking by a kiosk or something, and it's getting picked up. The teachers are still fucking the students into the school during those, you know, those really high traffic times. But like, for example, when the bus arrives at the bus stop, the child will come up as they come up the steps, they'll just go by a little bigger and beep. And the green light, an iPad right there in the front, and say, "Hi, morning. Hope you have a great day."
One more call question. When you're talking about staffing teachers, is there still a problem with getting male teachers?
Absolutely. We are female dominated, industry for sure. And it's a problem to get, a diverse background of staff as well. It's definitely an issue. It's very, very hard to find bilingual staff in our school district. We have an increasingly large number of students on that.
Commissioner McCray. So, Mr. Member, again, thank you for being able to come out and educate us on the system overall. I have one question on behavior. While the suspensions are down, just one thing. What are some of the primary or the primary reason that a lot of our students are getting suspended?
Fighting, aggression, bullying. And when I say that fighting is automatic suspension for 10 days. Any act of violence or threat of serious violence is automatic suspension. If it's a student's first offense, then already 10 days. The second offense could result in one for suspension for fighting or assault. But the other infractions, they are more cumulative. It's, you know, minor class disruption. It may take 3 of those to get an in-school suspension. Do it 3 more times, you might get another in-school suspension. Do it 5 more times. We have a handbook that stipulates the frequency and level of each of those. So that it depends on the level, but it's a low number, they can accumulate and have more serious consequences.
And that was going to be my follow-up question. If there was some type of orientation or a student handbook that's given out where the students are aware that they do any infractions or any other consequences.
So, very peaceful, is there anything like when you put a kind of, you can provide to all families. And it's on our website as well.
Does the accessibility to personal cell phones throughout the school day, do you feel that that contributes to any types of incidents a city going over there?
Yes, ma'am. That's a good question. That was something we changed this summer when I first came on. Our school board, our recommendation adopted a new cell phone policy. In elementary middle schools, our policy is now off and away all day. Cell phones are not permitted to be used during the school day for grades K through 8. Students may have them, but they are not allowed. If you see them out, they're confiscated. They're not allowed to use them during the school day. The high school is off and away in class every day. And they use them between classes and their lunch. But to your point, yes, it was an epidemic last year with cell phones. And it's cyberbullying, sending videos of each other, picking on each other. You know, I mean, it's horrific. And our parents have been so supportive of this change in our policy, and it's cut down on our disciplinary forms a lot, especially in middle school.
One time, have one more question? You should ask.
Well, I would just like to commend you on progress that you've done on your vacancy. That's impressive. I have an elementary school son and a high school daughter. So I like what you guys done as far as safety protocol. I mean, you just don't go there, you just don't get to come in, you know. And my son's in the doorway, so I got to meet some of your awesome teachers that came from, I think, Honduras, Chile, Colombia. I mean, just to brainstorm the fact to bring educators from abroad just to fill in the gaps. I mean, it's just impressive to me. And I just wanted to make you on that.
Thank you. It's a team effort for sure. And I'll add, and I think the mayor saw this, not only has it sort of filled vacancies in these areas, but it's added like another layer of richness and diversity into our schools. I mean, they're bringing their culture and their heritage and their history of their own countries into our schools. And our students are learning a lot and having a good appreciation for that.
And my daughter, she's 16, she's special needs, and she's always been in the Belmont County school system. And the special needs educators that I've met over the years, all the way from elementary school to high school, have been immaculate. I think that they're awesome. I've witnessed educators from other districts and other Florida and stuff. The ones that you got here, especially needs, they're on point.
I'm sure that's the whole.
I thought it was very necessary for Dr. Ringborn to address community on the board of the public education system. I'm sure I can guarantee every member sitting here is visiting school. Maybe not visiting, students that came up here to us. It's very important that we all do our part in education. We hear everybody talk negative, so I want to bring my there's a lot of positive things happening in school. So if you have time, please go and sign up, visit schools, and need volunteers. Have commissioners that read, commissioners that visit kids and speak in school. And I've learned I have 10 grandchildren. Not living here, but I've learned how important it is to see these kids when they come in. You come and talk to them, they're so happy. It makes a big difference in their world. And the school system, I think, is wonderful. It's really good. So please go in and visit them whenever you get an opportunity to. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. I might just put a final plug in. If you want us to follow us on Facebook, we get up to a certain number of followers next week is the 16th. It's 3/16, so it's Pi Day. And the students are going to Pi me.
Thank you very much, Dr. Williams. Call me from the Lisa Williams. There's this week on your project that you have in mind. It's very interesting what you want to do, and it's got to be good here.
Well, my name is Mayor Horton and Commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here. My name is Olivia Williams, and I'm a retired Navy veteran officer. I'm a veteran. I can repeat that 3 times. This project is a net federal project that I discovered while I was attending the class at the Joel Foundation in Wake Forest. If you don't know about the Total Foundation, they help veterans using creative expression to relieve from their mental illness. And so in this project is a grant, and Stephen Covey says begin with the end in mind, so I'm going to tell you why I'm here. I'm here to ask the city to partner with me to apply for this grant, short and simple. I'm asking for a partnership in applying for this grant from the North Carolina Arts Council. Next slide, please. And so some talking points is I need to identify partners, and so I've gone around the city, I've talked to the Downtown Economic Development Design Committee, gotten permission from them where they are able to partner with the city in providing a 2-to-1 match to this grant, and I'll give you more detail as I go along. I've also partnered with several veterans who are willing to give me their opinions as to what this project will look like. The project is a mural that we would like to paint on one of the walls in one of the businesses here in Oxford. So what would that look like? And getting their opinions as well as talking to our historical society as to what mural would appeal to the city and be kosher as well as okay to put up on the walls. Another thing is to talk about the benefit and the statistics of what's going on. So North Carolina is the 4th largest population for U.S. active and veterans. So that's a large population that we are not even catering to when it comes to creative expression in Oxford. And so I came on board last May and moved from Washington State to here. And I'm hitting the deck plates running saying, I would love to take on this project and see how I can help the city engage the veteran community some more. Out of that veteran community, there are the need to have, veterans is the 8th highest in the nation. So that's a big population that we would like to engage. The benefits of art, and I am an art coach, and so I know the benefit of art. It helps you do the non-spoken language. You don't have to say a thing. You just have to take that blank canvas and just create what you're feeling on the canvas. And you don't have to say anything to anyone. Art could also be a poetry, or it can also be drumming. It can also be just walking in the forest. And so it's not just about painting, but this project is a mural. And I'm talking about the benefits of art and the fact that it strengthens people when we do something together as a community. I love the community, and I would love to see if we can engage in a mural activity for our veterans. The requirement is a single exhibition, or it could be in several events that need to be organized, such as reading series, workshops, or artist residency. But in this instance, I'm requesting a mural. The application opened in January. A letter of intent was required by March 1st, which has been turned into the North Carolina Council already. So we're in the queue. Now the application process is required. And that application is due March 1st. Next slide. The grant ask is, the maximum is $15,000, but in talking to the North Carolina Council, they recommend that we only ask for $10,000 because the city needs to match, the city and DODC and the partners that we've been partnering with needs to match a 2-to-1 match. So when we ask for $10,000, the match needs to be $5,000. And so far, we've gotten a thumbs up from DODC that they will actually help us with $1,300 so far. A letter of intent was due, that was sent in. The budget itself was asked for, that was reviewed by the North Carolina Council yesterday, and myself in meeting with that point of contact. And that's where she recommended us applying for the $10,000 because this is our first time. And the importance of asking the city to do it, there are several reasons. It engages the community. It engages all the players in the municipalities in the city to partner in creating a mural for the veterans. We have an upcoming art council that we're trying to engage with, but that's not established yet. So in asking the city or DODC to apply for this grant, the first was the city recommended. Next, please. Our partners, you can see the city, DODC, the owner of the wall, and myself as a project manager and coordinator of all the partners. And the wall right now, we have two walls that are in content, that are being considered. The wall on the hub as well as the wall on the tobacco wood brewery. I have thumbs up already for the tobacco wood brewery wall, as well as we heard promise for the hub. So in deciding which wall to use, it's going to be not just me deciding, but a consideration as to what's the best wall and what's the best image to go on that side. The action items, as you can see above me, I need to get a letter of support from the Board of Commissioners and the DODC. The DODC is in the process of providing that letter of partnership. They call it letter of partnership according to the North County Council, in order to say that yes, we're partnering together. In the Navy, we used to use the word stakeholders. In the point of contact, Ms. Erin Rummer reminded me that stakeholders give and don't participate, and partners actually actively participate in the event. So the letter of partnership is important. What is the process? Again, the North County Council asks the letter of intent, and then after that, an application is done. The intention is to really reach out with all the community members, including the schools, in trying to get the children to engage in some portion of this mural. The big picture is that there are going to be 4 artists, main artists, that will be painting this mural, but the lower portion of the mural will be try to engage the kids and the community in painting some portion of that mural. So it will be a community effort in doing something that brings out support, and we all know that social support is a very good portion of our wellness. The art, a very good portion of our wellness, and so that engagement where people are coming together and united for a good cause is the ultimate goal of this project. We'll be making an artist call where we will try to find veteran artists first, and if we can't find veteran artists, then we'll use the local artists in the Triangle County. And the intention, Mr. Miller and staff and ladies and gentlemen, is to try to get this done by Thursday. So that's in November. So if we can have the application is due by May 1st, that gives us 4 months. So by May 1st, I should come back and say, I've identified 3 artists. We have a draft image, and we'll be ready to go once the application goes in. Now, this doesn't guarantee that we're going to get the grant from North County Council. This is just a step asking for partnership where the city would own the application process instead of myself. They said the likelihood of the grant being given with the city through the application is high, a higher chance. The budget, next page, please. The budget itself, next one. Oh, it doesn't show. Well, that's a good thing. So I had to show exactly, he's in the black, that's cool. Exactly how that 50,000 is spent. And right now, 5,000 will be used for the artists, 3,000 will be used for the project manager, and the rest will be used for opening day event and then supplies. And so Mindful Line, they wanted to see exactly how that 50,000 is going to be spent. So that, I will give you a better sheet and what's in front. Thanks for the slide, please. Again, the grant fund must be spent between July of this year and June of next year. So if we're trying to get this done by this year, November, it'll be June. The grant amount again is 10,000. The partners would agree to apply for 5,000 total, not 5,000 each. Next slide, please. This is the most important part in talking to the North Carolina Council, is that the grant is going to be decided based on how well we can engage the community in doing this project. And so again, engaging with the Historical Society, engaging with the JODC, engaging with the schools, engaging with the veterans, as well as anything else that comes up. Feedbacks are really good, and I keep them honestly with any way that we can do with the improvement of previous project. So in writing, they want to see that engagement partnership. And then my ask is again is just literally just to ask permission from the board commissions to apply for this grant. If you being the head, any questions? Yes, sir.
So just to clarify, timeline, you would, you need a letter of support for the city,
Letter of partnership.
letter of partnership. And you would want that by May 1st.
That's
Would you want that letter?
as soon as possible, the sooner the better, because the letter of intention is already in the queue. And if we can feed her as much stuff as we can before May 1st, it's better, check this week again. Because she's giving her boss a brief every week, and the more stuff that we can provide, with her, the better it is.
And as far as the matching 5,000, so clearly DABC is committed to 1,300 for units.
Yes.
Is that just coming off of this year's budget for them? They intend to go higher with that number, or would we as a city want to come up with an additional 37,000?
That's a good question. When I spoke to DODC, the original grant request was actually 5,000. In looking at how much it will cost to get the road done, it went up. So the request went up to 10,000. So I have not gone back to them and let them know that the request has changed to a higher number. And the 2-to-1 match is now 5,000 instead of 2,500, which it was. So I will go back to them and ask them if they want to provide more. But right now, they said they're good.
And that is in their,
This year, yes.
so with the Heartland partnership, would be helpful for us to stay arguing.
Correct.
One question, you need a product for the road. With the fact that tobacco is veteran owned,
Exactly.
help with that?
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any questions?
Commissioner Bridges.
Yeah, I think it's clear that the city of Oxford is supportive of the arts. I don't know, we have about 10 sculptures all around the city. We have certainly provided money for art. And it seems to me that this is a really good idea. I would just be interested. Ms. Peters, have you done this before? No, not art. You've done a project
Yes,
where you raise money
yes,
to do a program.
yes.
Okay, all right. And, the other follow-up question, is how soon do you think that you will have what the mural might look like?
So this is March. I would hope by mid-April. So if we can, yes, let's apply. And find the right people, the right artists to come there and find them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is claim for the projects that motivated us on being a city. especially the veterans. We do very well from all the veterans in the community. This time, we'll move into public comments. I have a large number signed up for comments, so we'll be limited to 3 minutes. I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signed up for football. If you all need to speak, it'd be nice if we could condense down to a short number, 2 or 3 would be helpful for us. So, let's get ready to start. First name of the list is Mr. Larry Thomas. As you approach, please state your name and your address.
Larry Thomas, 207 East Front Street, Oxford, North Carolina. And talk about things I'd like to see in the budget. Water plant, they are to improve position. Things I'd like to see in the budget, I think it would be well served to hire an assistant city manager to do this budget. You just got too many people that the city manager needs, in my opinion. I'd like to see you resurface some residential streets in the coming year with a contractor hired by the city and inspected by people employed by the city. In my opinion, NCDOT did a poor job on this past. I'd like to see you renovate the bathrooms at each gym. I'd like to see you on the College Street medians, you see completion or plan or banking or the street. I would like to see you spend money on selecting sites, maybe even purchasing sites for a future swimming pool, police station, fire station, public works complex, additional recreation complex, complete with a maintenance department for the recreation. I'd like to see you begin planning for additional office space in City Hall, getting ready to grow the administrative team. Third floor is semi-good. I'd like you to take Main Street off of the NCDOT system and put it on the city streets. I'd like you to look at first future staffing for all city positions of existing those dealers and even eliminate some of the need projected in the future. I think it would be well served in doing an organization as far as 5 years down the road. I'd like to see you review fund balances and adjust them if necessary. That's my motion. Other requests are, I'd just like to notice Smart Lake Regional Water Plant update on the completion date, current cost estimates. And I believe you got 4 videos that I'd like to read on the subject. Finally, if you plan to recruit hard to the position, consider that all city position has hard. Throwing money at the problem is not the only solution. That was proved last year. Frank Miller went to consider self raises for your customers. And you believe that.
Mr. Corey Evans.
Hey, my name is Corey Evans. I'm a member of the Foundation of South Carolina. I'm not sure then I haven't since I'm COVID. And I don't actually not so much. I don't think we'll be able to make those kids for the need.
more specific on what it is that, I know you're asking for football, schools like, the whole thing about the age groups and what kind of league you want.
We'll be 40 between 6 14-year-olds. Be about 25 years per season. And so we are a really good league for the kids to grow, learn something football stuff in life, teach responsibilities. And then when we go to the schools and talk to the students, the coaches, and it's these things are good opportunities for our youth.
And what kind of football do you want?
Youth football, soccer football,
Commissioner Williams.
What more model is cool. But I guess my question is, do you think that there's enough interest relative to coaches to have enough teams to run football?
I believe so. I work my life to get there and we have over 60 kids signed up now on Facebook. We have a lot of kids that want to play this. Nobody needs to get anything out of it. They just let it just go. So I'm just working my hardest to get it done. We have a lot of coaches here. We're getting started. And so, we have a handful that want to do it.
Take over, Commissioner Robinson.
Are you asking the city to create a league or whether a league that
It's East Lake League that have over 17 teams. I talked to them already, and they would love for a team. All the agents here to join the league. We just waiting on working with some issues.
I think it would be helpful if you could maybe write a letter or maybe say exactly what kind of support you would need from the city. And I'd like to confirm this matter to the city manager, is all the right order. And if they can report back to the Parks and Rec committee with any findings or
Thank you, Mr. Evans. So we have a phone share with the football, so let's go to that real quick from there. So I'm gonna come on, Mr. Tyler Richard. Towers.
My name is Tyler Jenkins, 728 Grand Rapids. I'm speaking the same thing for the city. In fact, it's something beautiful on the sidewalk, the normal stuff that you do. And then the team on the truck, at the streets, and main man was help civil. We're losing things, I support, like you said, I definitely have, the other guys do as well. Just kind of do what we're looking for.
I would just like to know, like, Commissioner Hawkins, what exactly we need to do as a board, as a city, to have you can drop that letter and assist us here. Otherwise, you need, what you need is, really clear.
Right, yeah. I get it.
Thank you very much, sir. As you can see, the city commissioners, we're all willing to support that. And I'm sure Department of Recs Director Tina would like to attend that, along with Commissioner Lumpkins. So if you feel you do need to come up here and state your case on football, I think you'll have to answer. I think it's good. If you don't need to come up here and find that, you know. Is that good with you, Mr. Evans, Mr.? Okay, thank you very much. So Commissioner Lumpkins, you will work with that, Mr. Evans, and Department of Recs Director, come up with a letter drafted to the city, so we can answer.
Well, yeah, I'd like to do to send out something and have the city discuss that, of course, correcting as I can bring us to correct the issues.
Thank you very much.
Just being reminded what a city manager, he's talking about American football, right?
And I think you have a rep here there. Our city manager, you have to be a rep for basketball, football, soccer, so you have someone to support you. So we'll support you. Moving right along, I'd like to bring up, whatever the Lynn players from 13 round boxing.
I'm not just on the road standing here, but also this goes first.
We are bringing the boxing, and by that, we have a vision. Our company is a 13 round boxing company. Part of that is a gym that is going to be located at 111 Main Street, which is the second story for Main Street businesses. And we have a lot of things planned for Oxford. I have been associated with Oxford since 2009 when I worked at Denver County Schools. And then I've been a permanent resident in Oxford for the past 5 years. We see a lot of great things coming. For the boxing gym itself is going to be another place of business, to offer fitness, like a discussion of football. That's going to be another avenue for our athletes in this area. We will have programs for pros, amateurs, people like myself that just want to go in shape, and also children's programs, because I'm a teacher at home, and so I'm definitely learning that. So I'm going to let Will talk in the actual boxing piece of it. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Will Ferns. I am the head coach at the 13th Round Boxing Company. I have over 35 years experience in boxing. I started fighting when I was in the United States Army. So again, no Army.
No Navy.
I've been correct for 22 why we're here to the council. Again, we are a boxing company. Mr. Nurse has gotten an opportunity to speak to me on several occasions. It is actually because of Mr. Nurse why the 13th Round Boxing Company is here in Oxford and not in Edison or Raleigh or Durham or anywhere else. As that's making the most stronger day, because we see more to it than even you and I discussed on the front porch that night. With all of that being said, yes, as we stand right now, I do not have a written one to. I have a patient, 111 Main Street, directly upstairs of Main Street. Unfortunately, holidays, Stacy's taking days off. Hopefully, I get my permits tomorrow. I have done everything there is to do in the sport of boxing. I was a fighter. I was on the #1 judges team in the state of North Carolina. I've done a world title class as a judge, I've worked in training camps as a sparring partner for 2 people that were in the top 10 in the world. Both of them based here in North Carolina. I'm not telling you all this because Coach Will needs to pay egos. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that we're going to be comfortable and we're going to be well secured with what I'm about to talk about. Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh are the hubs of boxing in North Carolina. Coach Will is sick, travel. We can together make this place be better than those places. For a whole bunch of reasons that in 3 minutes I don't have time to explain. So I need a direction on who to talk to, where to go. If you need a prospectus, I can give it to you almost to the dollar, and none of that dollar comes out of this chamber's pocket.
We're trying to bring it in.
No, sorry. Look, real straight to the point. I need to know who to talk to so that as I'm building finance, not only that are coming here from out of town to work with me. If you go to our Facebook page, 13th Round Boxing Company on Facebook, you will see that there is now currently a professional super featherweight named Kendall Ward. That man has left Virginia and is moving here for us. But he's accepting and wanting to make Oxford his home. It doesn't do me any good to have this Oxford fighter who fights on TV already. Fight before that, she fought for the WBC Intercontinental Super Featherweight title. It worked out for him, but he didn't have Coach Will then. Every 3 months, he's on national TV fighting for BYB. That's the second largest bare knuckle boxing company in the world. We can put Oxford in people's faces. Little bitty Oxford. We'll forget Charlotte. We'll forget Greensboro. I don't like them all either. We can be bigger. And we don't have to do a lot. But I need to know who to talk to. I have an idea for the event here in Oxford on Main Street. End of July, early August. I will have local competition. I'll have local competitors that are from here fighting and having to events. The main event of that night, I swear to God, if I can talk my talk right, we'll have the NABA 135-pound world title as our main event on Main Street in this town. I need y'all to help us make this happen for all businesses around.
Mr. Ferns, like I met you a couple of you guys out in front of Main Street Fitness looking for somewhere gym, like took it upstairs and Main Street Fitness, like if I was here, I'm always in there. So we were welcome. I'm quite sure the commissioners that may have some questions, maybe someone want to join your club. We're here to get feedback. And we appointed our area to Ms. Tina. Tina's our Parks and Recs director. And I have an idea, we talked about having an event downtown. I'm pretty sure that's what we were about in Oxford, to build Oxford and bring in that city side. I'm working with Tina, and we're going to set up things to do it.
I'm so sorry that you had a lot of time to spend around. Our events are paid for before they ever happen. So as far as a leading on you or anything in particular, we're not. We're here to make money. Promotions make money. I want to make money for the businesses downtown because you brought to me the idea of revitalizing downtown. I stand on this. Everything that we've ever talked about, no matter how outside the whole realm of whatever is seen, I'm open to living on every single thing I've ever said.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, how do I make you guys comfortable with the idea that I can take over velocity for this town?
I think Mr. Ferns, let's get the show on the road. Tina, her Parks and Rec director. You don't need any, you said financial, but you need our support in getting it organized and getting it out. So we are willing to do that. Tina will set a meeting with you, we can make it happen.
All right. We also do self-defense classes. I spent 20 years doing all kinds of weird outside the lines, law enforcement stuff. Including, no, I was never a police officer because, you know, when I was recovering and I worked in the shop. Wait till you see me done, and I got fighters.
Two small parts of the project that you wanted to hear anything about. First, on the deep collection of trucks that go around the fall, they've done an outstanding job in this past fall. I hope we see fit to keep that part of the business going for the city of Alaska. The other is the weekly waste laundry collection of the pull out of the trash, the garbage truck. Those that literally put their hands on what they did, and they much credit for what they did. You know, always look at these, and I think the city council, across the public works law, should tell them that the citizens do appreciate it. Because these large stuff that their business there, these really piled up. This, every time I turn around and fall, that truck is there. You know how many trucks you have?
Mr. Public Works Director.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what the question was.
How many trucks you have?
Three leaf trucks.
Three.
I'm gonna tell you, I live in South Oxford, and I think you do a outstanding job. We appreciate it because the neighbors that also got the rest of the years. We talk about what good job that people do in the phone and then on a daily basis when it's through the street and comes into the yards. So thank you.
Thank you.
Robert Powell.
My name is Robert Powell. I live at 300 Bonner Street, Oxford State. I support Wood Farms, and the most of all of it. I have some slides from right. When the trucks come by, when I cut my grass and put it on the street, now they want to put it back. I can get by with that, but with the leaves, I've got three maple trees. I've got maples that drop the leaves in my yard. My wife, if you want my wife to put it in the back, you're gonna have to ask her. I'm putting grass shades in the back. It's a plastic bag. I'm trying to work out and stay physically strong there. I can't lift the bag. Those workers, they had to come and lift the bag. They throw it in the back, then they got to tear it apart, get the plastic off, you got to take the plastic, go around the truck. I just think it's a better way to do it. I don't think it's good for the city employees. These bags aren't heavy, and they do that all day long. I mean, I think somebody needs to buy them if they don't think they work hard. But, so we need to figure out something better. I just think a lot of two neighbors had took 13 bags, started with the leaves and everything. There's two people who just had to use them, going to get some physical therapy. Something it's really hard. So I think we wish we could figure out something to make it sufficient, help the city workers and make life easier.
I guess the question is, we have to bag the leaves right now, starting.
No, you can put a tarp in your yard, put everything on the tarp, and then we lift the leaves up off the tarp and put it in the back of the truck. You don't have to bag them.
You don't have to back it.
Just put them on tarp.
One target.
Yes.
Next up is Mr. Eddie McCoy.
Now, it's strange. They get to leave, and I want to talk about the sweepstakes. How they're talking about this story. This is, me and Dr. Sargent was here, been over a year. If you attend the meeting, you know I here every month concerning citizens that pay taxes. Well, I'm not saying I'm not going in. I think that I'm talking this morning about sweepstakes. I think that we have too many, and we got people moving in here. And what we got is everything that's open up is someone somebody make money illegal and not being investigated, and no one is overseeing it. But as citizens officer, you here tonight, I gotta wish you would support me on this. You need a grocery store, you need a dry cleaners, and we need a shoemaker. I'm not asking for much time. That's not much to ask for. Why everybody comes in with the real salt and make money together clean? Why don't we get somebody to come in from a grocery store, dry cleaners, and a shoemaker? That's what we need. We need that. We don't need nobody to come in with a plan. We need somebody to come here, try to make things better. These people moving in here, we all probably spend our money out of town at grocery stores, shoemaker, and dry cleaners. Now, we don't need no more. Seriously. If I came in with money, you tell them that. They would let me put money in. You know what I'm talking about. You know who run them all. Let's be realistic. You know who run all these sweepstakes in there. I don't think it's fair. I think we should have some of the money too and make some of the money. That's what I think. We pay taxes and we can't go run those sweepstakes where everybody else can. That's not fair. Yes, I said, yes, I'm not going to back down. I think it's not fair. Yeah. But what we need to do is send every sweepstake individual in this town in 90-day notice and send a letter to the owners and tell them, take it out in the county. And you know the county commission is gonna say, take it back to the city. Because we do not police them, we do not regulate them. And you know what that? When they open them up, we got people saying, you can't tell that man what time to open his business, and you can't tell him what time to close it. I tell you one thing, these smart people on the board, there's 3 on that board. Ask them to the courthouse on time and close on time. They got time to close, a time to open. You can't go to food line anytime you want. If you run a business, yeah, it's a time to open, it's time to close. I don't think we need it. And you want to say somebody's getting money from under the table. Yes, somebody's getting paid off.
Let's call on Mr. Michael Swift, Senior.
Good evening. I'm Michael Hunt Senior, and I'm here again, basically the same complaint. My civil claims and my rights as a citizen of Oxford is constantly being violated. This morning, I'm trying to get out my driveway to go to work. And the code officer across the street had a young lady parked in front of my driveway, taking their kid up the walkway and told me I had to wait until she took her kids with her. Cursed me out. And it's not fair. Nobody else in this town would like to have someone block their driveway. My dad was alive, and I tried to get him to the emergency room once, and they had a lady park a Cadillac in front of the driveway. And she told me until she got reports on her children, she was not moving. It's not fair. And yet we have a city commissioner, Quan Bridges, who represented these folks in court against me. He's double dipping. He should not be allowed to do that. He should never serve on the commission again, based on that. He puts me on the stand and asks, you don't like Mr. Copeland, do you? Would you? If he came to Green Acres and blocked your driveway, would you? The question was, I didn't like Quan Bridges because he told me, he said, I don't like you and I'll never forgive you because you campaigned for Caroline Burnett for judge against me and she won because I knocked on every door because I believe what's right.
Mr. Evans, there's a couple of guidelines that you cannot be personal when you do your public comments.
Yes, sir. But we don't.
Referring to the commissioner is direct. I know anyone hired here on a personal level. You cannot do it. You state your claim, state your case, and avoid any person. Thank you, sir.
With all due respect, I've called you several times to try and complain about this. I called the state board of election because it's not fair. You can't double dip. I don't care who you are, you can't double dip like that. Because of his opinion is the reason I lost the case. When they threatened to lay me down, if I came over my court, and this man defended, we're talking about a man who beat up one of the city employees.
Mr. Evans. Mr. Hunt, I'm sorry. We're back to the second. We are on personal. You stated that you have a problem. What I understand is a problem with parking on Gregory Street.
Okay, all right, let's go back.
So if that's the case, you were stating you've taken it to the law court, and apparently the court dictated
Because
not in your favor. Let me clarify one thing. Everyone on this board has a job. I'm so happy to be retired, but I still have a job.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bridges is a commissioner of this board, and he's a lawyer. And he has the right to be on the board. And if you see at the beginning, we talked about conflict of interest. If there's a conflict of interest, I'm taking time to explain it to you. If there's a conflict of interest, Mr. Bridges will recuse himself when he stepped out. We're not in a public hearing. You're making a public comment. And trust me, this item was discussed, and we on the board is looking into how we can correct this issue. Because me as a normal citizen, before I got on this board, I think I heard about four issues. And I don't live on Gregory Street, but my thing is to tell you, we're working on it. We'll try to see what we can resolve for the city. But personal attacks, I will not tolerate anyone coming to this board to disrespect any of my commissioners, anyone or the staff. And I will not let any staff member disrespect you. But we clear on that.
Sir, I have to say again, what is the procedure to deal with somebody like this? That's the question. What is the procedure?
The
Because I
procedure,
tried to contact you and you would not return my call.
most of my phone calls go to the city clerk, not the city. Mr. Hunt, you went to courts, as I understand. The court dictated there's not much we can do in this city and the board to do that. We cannot go against the judicial system. And it dictated what they came up with.
So you're not hearing what I'm saying. He uses influence of the city commission.
All right, it's all with. Chief Ward, can you please answer us tonight? And as we get to moving the public hearing and public comment, I just say, I will not have no one disrespect the commissioner, a staff member, and I will not have any staff member on this board disrespect you. So if you come here, please do it in civil civilized way, respectful, and will attend.
He was laughing. He was laughing. I believe if that's allowed to speak out, but that's not appropriate either. He disrespected him when he left. I do agree.
I agree with that as
I
well.
do agree with that. You shouldn't laugh at somebody
No.
if they're, regardless of what they're saying, that's where you need to follow your guidelines too. We noticed that you were laughing at him as he was speaking. And I can leave if I spoke out. I'm fine with that, but that was.
Thank you. Okay. Moving on to the next. Board meeting now. Moving into public hearings and city business. First item of business tonight is to have a short presentation by our planning director, Mr. Sherlock. Mrs. Harper.
Right, okay, so this is the amendment regarding the drawer tax. And this amendment has nothing to do with any particular request, it's just to clean up, our work. For example, under the bar and taverns, which is here, you see where they are allowed with standards. Yes. And those standards in the ordinance are separation requirements, which it requires about 100 feet of requirement for use of residential place in the residential development district. Church, schools, and park, playground, nightclub, and bars, water, and other park. And the next one is the minimum net floor area is 2,000 square feet. So the only thing that we're doing is adding central business district to these standards, which the first slide you saw there were the standards. But other than that, that's all that we're doing. Of course, this was brought about big request. And when I noticed that, of course, this is for support of business. But other than adding central business district to 3.5.2, we allow additions, that's all this community is about. And we know we should business with location.
Ms. Harper asked a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
Because I suspect there's a little bit of money or some concerns on existing businesses within the city of Oxford. So just to clarify, as I understand the reading of the UDO, distilleries, breweries, event centers, as well as restaurants are called out separately from that of a bar in town. And is that-
If you're looking, I'm sorry, if you're looking at the table, you see that they have their own category, and it's not connected to this.
As I understand it, bar in town is a facility that does not serve any food as part of their business model. Is that correct?
Is this a public hearing?
This is a presentation.
This is a presentation. We're moving into the public hearing. Thank you very much. Item 4.1, hold public hearing to receive citizen input on amendment to section 3.5.2 of the UDO regarding requirements for bar taverns. At this time, I declare the public hearing open. Would anyone like to speak on this item, start in this section? Senator. Please state your name. We're ready.
I'm Andrew McCoy, 408 Kingsborough Street. Okay. When you have agenda meeting, the first Tuesday, first Monday in the month, that is to discuss what's going on in the agenda on the second Tuesday night tonight. Okay. This is elementary, but I will explain it to you because you don't come and you don't know the procedures. They know the procedures. If I'm wrong, they'll correct me, I can take it. Start the criticism. Okay, this they want to put a ball downtown. The first discussion is this. Listen, if that establishment has any reports and liability in the concern, what was in that establishment first? You always start to research. That's the first thing you do. I do that. Then the next thing you investigate. What was supposed to be done? Listen, when this came up, this board, they have two of this board, this old board members. They know the rules, I know the rules. First thing he would say, call the chief of police and find out what's in that establishment and why it closed and what happened. They were selling drugs out the back door. Selling drugs out the back door. Each one of these commissioners need to know that's what was going on when that residence was closed down. The next thing is, I'm talking people from out of town now. These people from also got small land and reach small town, reach small land. Everybody from out of town know what a bar is. You tell this boy you do not have a pool table in a bar, and you do not have video machines in a bar. Video machine and pool table is not a bar. In North Carolina now, everyone has to have food in that establishment. Food in establishment, and you do not have pool tables in there, and you do not have video machines. All one of these commissions say, you don't tell that man about his business when he can run it and when he can close it up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the other thing, you know what I'm talking about. You do tell that man to close the courthouse on time and food line open and close on time. Okay. Now, any of these commissions here, actually, chief of police has to be interested in what was in that building before. That's the basic common sense. Yeah, that's elementary. You want to know what was in there? What was in that building prior? So the drugs at the back door, and food tables in there discriminating people. You want to keep talking? Okay, I say that they got, talking about switch state, I come and tell everybody, they have about 20 times. Didn't nobody know that. Now you go down to the hotel. Before you get on 85, by the subway, there's a bar, there's a food vending in there, there's no pool tables in there, no switch state machines in there. We got no bars in this town. Please, people, we need a grocery store. That ain't shaking her head. We need dry cleaners, and we need a shoemaker. Why the hell are these people saying, bring me these things? Bring me some construction. Everybody come here under the table, and you know what I'm talking about. Somebody's getting paid. Yes, somebody's getting paid off. And you know this, and let me tell you one thing. Just come in here. Ask any of these board members, where is the gentleman that want to run this business? That's basic. Where is he? Is he in this house? How the hell a man wants to open up a business establishment like that and not in his house where these board members can ask them questions? Tell them to ask me questions. It's funny, I pay taxes in this town. If a gentleman is gonna open that building establishment, he is not in this building. And you know what he had to do? I'm gonna use my name some school and the audacity within the paper. That if you don't pass it, I'll go to rob it. Why they can't run this town and tell you when to open, close, or business? If he go to rob and get it done, what did I tell you? Money. Under the table. Under the table. Under the table. He answered. First you told me to open the business up. Then you need to answer, are you gonna put a pool table in there? Are you gonna put video games in there? What are you gonna put in this establishment? And say, we cannot open it up and close when you get ready. If he said we close at 2 o'clock and I'm shooting pool and I'm on a video game losing my damn money, you think I'm gonna get on there?
I'm curious in regards to where we change, or we amend the illegal regarding requirements of our tax. I personally respect, and I think everyone respects your opinion, and, we're here to move on, and, I just want to say thank you and appreciate you coming to the board and letting us give us your opinion. I'd like to hopefully get other members up here, the citizens, to address the matter.
When 2 o'clock come, it's supposed to close the bar. Nobody gonna leave until they finish. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the morning. Yeah. Most of
Good evening, buenas tardes, alcalde, comisarios, commissioners. My name is Matthew Cox. Most of you know that I'm 124 Pine Drive. I want to speak tonight to encourage you to examine your UDOs. There's several inconsistencies, obviously, as far as I'm going to point out the fact that there's inconsistencies between the actual language that's in the UDO and the chart that's there for illustration purposes. So that inconsistency makes it difficult for everyone to see the business in reaction to a particular business trying to pull into downtown. I think that's an adequate way to say. But I will say that those kind of inconsistencies, especially based on the fact that the city's definition of tavern/bar in the UDO document actually defines what is a tavern/bar. So based on that, of course, Mr. Burnett, I'm sure, has made a very extensive reading with other UDO to make sure that it's consistent, legal, and it's not going to prohibit businesses from coming into the downtown. Legal businesses that are in the business by in other state agencies, cash jurisdictions. So I would encourage you to take a step back, look at UDO first. I'm not saying don't go forward with it, but based on the lack of public notice that was given, I think that the agenda was actually released sometime after 5 p.m. last night for the next meeting. So that in itself is something to think about. Notice in the paper was rather limited in its information. Based on the information that's in the paper is actually the meeting of the events. So those sort of things I would encourage you to just take a step back, pump the brakes, read the media, look for consistencies. We pay a lot of money for some to help us write that info. You help us improve it and make sure that it's going to be for all businesses. Okay. As for instance, right now, if there are any businesses that are serving the food is not basically the primary goal of that business, you can point to all the establishments in downtown. They're all within 500 feet of each other. What you're creating is a situation where the first one to the game gets protected, and nobody else gets to come. So maybe 500 feet is too far away, right? If I was on the corner of, say, Gillian and Williamsburg Street, trying to create a business there, I wouldn't be able to serve alcohol as a primary business. So, if you look at Orpheum would not be able to serve alcohol based on the use of definition, based on the current language, or just the C, which is included the business district. Look at where the business district actually spans. It's not even Williamsburg. So what you know is a situation where, again, businesses as far down as across from City Hall wouldn't be able to potentially serve alcohol if that's the issue. Based on the proximity not to residences are proximity to places of worship, and also proximity to each other, creating a situation where competition is potentially within the city. I knew this was unintentional because we're development and our business, but it would be helpful to take a look at that. And, look at yourself. Maybe don't vote on it tonight, take a look, give it some hard thought, because you're gonna create situations that may actually cascade into something more costly than this. So, respectfully. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Have those kind of skills. Or I'm going I used to get a house in Cross Street, and I would just like to second that request to table and go back. And I am a business owner looking to move into downtown business, the central business district. And while I don't believe large proposed business would maybe or maybe not be, I don't know, to be honest, when I was there quite a bit, meeting in the agenda and looking, I work full time and have small children, but I actually got to sit down and try to find the information, which wasn't easy to find. It's really hard for me to understand. Just my business knowledge that how does that impact local business? And I feel that way as a fairly well-educated, albeit tired woman. I imagine that for other people that's also really hard to find, really hard to understand, and really hard to grasp how that's going to impact our business and potential future business. I think we really do have a bright future ahead of us. It can be to really put some attention. I thought that there's not been intentionality, but a little more intentionality behind learning. I'm not really fully understanding why 500 feet is the magic. We are in a lot of ways. 500 feet really doesn't put you very far. And if we're looking at residential areas near downtown, it is downtown. I don't know anybody who thinks about moving to downtown anywhere. Like bars and ways of traffic signature downtown. So I would love to have more readily available, easy to understand digest information. And I would love to work with people over really go back and the information that before we move forward, everything is aligned as
Therefore, anyone over here?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Nancy Compton. I'm at 213 Main Street, and I'm sort of, I just want to bring away talking about adults. Everybody that's involved in church, or school, all adults. And I find it interesting that potentially what spearheaded this discussion, brought it to light, is the potential that city government or small business coming in and buying the building. I was saying, I'm living in we should go to downtown anyway. I'd love to see something. I'm wondering how many people in here have been to the city and the warrants actually pretty darn nice inside. I've been there a ton. And I find it interesting though that the discussion has been, wow, people are going to be there able to drink from 11 to 2 o'clock at night. Well, how many kids are out at school yards or at church 11 to 2 o'clock at night anyway? If they are, then parents are going to follow. Realistically, yeah, you're going to have some people that go there and drink too much, just like they do anywhere. It isn't about what they're serving or the environment it's in, it's about personal responsibility. And you might not
they go there and buy too much beer and drink too much beer. That's all there is to it. But I just don't really see the issue when we are talking about wanting to see Oxford grow. Why put up roadblocks to grow? I know it's hard, but it might be one real nice part. All of us adults probably at some point in time have said to ourselves, "Boy, it's really nice to go somewhere in Oxford and get a drink late, right? And take, my friends, come on, you guys, let's go just have a drink there." And no, I really don't care about it. I've just had dinner at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. I really wish to go there and eat dinner at 11 o'clock at night. You know, there's all kinds of little options that come about. Who knows, if I get lucky and they put a collar in there and a long one in there. So, you know, but I just encourage us to think about how do we get rid of some of these vacant buildings in downtown. And if it's a bar, it's as nice as the City Tavern bar is. I personally don't have a problem with it. And I think it's closer proximity as it is to the police department, sheriffs, whatnot. It'll obviously be a focus of attention, knowing the history that happened there a long time ago. We really shouldn't be judging a new business owner based on what happened a long time ago. You know, back then, I have a friend that's an FBI guy, right? And he said, "Hey, listen, everybody knew what was going on there for a while. Everybody had it. And finally, just got out of control and shut it down. But you can't let that happen. We need to have more law enforcement. What they're supposed to do, there's something going on there. And quite honestly, I think you're smart. You start making busts early there, because it's pretty easy to happen. If somebody's in there that looks like they're not supposed to do, it's pretty easy to identify and put it into a real suit if you want to. And with our local community here in North Texas, a couple of times when it gets out, and that's not the place to go do that kind of business. On the jail. Just like if you go out there staggered. You know, everybody was freaking out about the Dagon city area where you could walk out to cut with the sticker, like, "Oh my God, we're gonna have people drunk in the street, we're gonna fight in the street, people naked in the street." Whatever. There hasn't been anything. It's because we have adults. And part of the reason that I landed here and decided to stay here 5 years ago was the adult community. And on multiple fronts. I saw a lot of responsibility, I saw a lot of camaraderie and friendship and willingness to take in somebody that's different. Well, people that want to go there at 11 o'clock at night, drink till 2, might be different, but you know what? Occasionally I might be one of those different people myself. And I would venture to say that anybody in here could possibly be one of those people too. That being said, I do agree with the sweepstakes issues. It sucks people walk, stride, that machine. That's not it.
That's competition, you're right.
That's all I got to say.
Hi, my name is Sarah Almond, and I live on 205 Main Street. And I'm not going to get too hard into the whole bar thing. What I would really love to talk to you about is just some theories that go into like how communities exist and how communities thrive, and what I noticed particularly in Oxford. Not to get too nerdy, but there was a woman, Jane Jacobs, who wrote a book called The Life and Death of American Cities. And what she talks about is life on the street. And that is what makes a neighborhood a neighborhood. It's like seeing kids playing on the street, seeing your friends when you walk around the corner, those kinds of interactions where you're running into people that you know, that you see, that you feel, that you live in a community, right? And then there's also something that's a sociological theory called the theory of the third place. And the idea of the third place is it's not your home, it's not your workplace, It's another place where you go to feel like you're part of the community, right? And a third place can be a church, a third place can be a gym, a third place can be a yoga studio, but a third place can also be a bar. And for those of us that do not worship in a church, or don't go to the gym as regularly as we would like to, the opportunity to provide for that, I think, is important for the community of Oxford. As Ed said, we are all adults, and I feel like sometimes when we talk about alcohol in Oxford, the scope creeps really wide, and we start talking about drunk drivers and deaths and how drinking is evil. And I'm not here to say that it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just here to say that for me, when people ask me one of the things that I would love to see in Oxford, I say I would just love to just be able to go to a bar with my book and have a glass of wine and drink by myself and read my book and just listen to everybody around me. And in the same way that I would like to walk down the street and do when I walk around the corner, when I go to Evan Sanders' house, I run into like 5 neighbors, sometimes it takes me like 30 minutes to get there. In the same way that I love that, I think that this is unnecessarily punitive. I think that it focuses on one very specific third place and says that it can't exist, whereas other third places can exist. And I feel that it's unnecessarily limiting to what the community of Oxford can become and what I see it becoming. And that's it. Thank you.
Everyone over to my left. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Those are all great points. I just want to make it clear that we're all on the same page, that this is basically fixing the typo. We're not changing anything that wasn't already in place. Am I correct?
Is the central business district considered to be residential?
No. So you do have apartments of both buildings, but that's a little bit different than saying like the neighborhood marina.
Sure.
So it is defined slightly different. If you live in an apartment of a building downtown, there is some expectation that you're living in an apartment of a building downtown. So that the noise ordinance rules and things apply a little bit differently than the neighborhood, like where you live. And I will say, to the point of discussion, that the language in the UDO, the 500-foot rule and so on and so forth, how we define bars and taverns are great discussion points for updating and amending the UDO. That is not the point of this discussion. This tonight is really correcting essentially it's a typo in the UDO. I highly encourage that if there are elements of the UDO which we have found before, this is a living document, that those be addressed. And there is a process for doing notes for requesting updates to the UDO. I would direct folks to speak with their planning director about what the steps are. And I believe that's going to be the planning board and the forum board to vote on any changes. So that, again, we can make changes to the UDO. We've got more inclusive in certain areas for certain types of businesses and make adjustments. Similar to this is very similar to how we handle the food truck ordinance updates. We took the language that was in the UDO that was gray and confusing, and crafted and situated that made sense. So if I want to operate a food truck within the city of Oxford, now I understand how it's going to apply, what area it applies, so on and so forth. That process went through the planning board and then before the board, and any legislature to make that recommendation through the planning department to get updated. As part of the process that you just would, it seems like you're building this and you can need to do better justice.
Okay. Brian, you ask a question? Oh, sure. Please read this book.
Edward Pendergrass to the Bluegrass Trial. Brian,
You may address me directly.
I want to be a lot of
His Majesty here.
Your Highness. I want to give a comment that it was directly essentially a typo.
Correct.
That's so good. or, yeah, somebody mentioned it as a typo. So in this, 3.5.2, is the central business district already mentioned?
Well, in specifically the 5.2, or whatever, the 3.5.2 is not. It gives you the permitted places where it is, where it is allowed. The UDO, it is missing for you to have the CBD in there. It is, however, mentioned as a permitted use under the table. So there is a table, an Excel table in the book where it shows as a permitted use, but in the actual text, chapter 3, section 5.2, it's the abbreviation CBD is missing. That's what we're correcting to add that to that so that it's consistent with the table. And Ms. Hart, did I get that wrong? Did I get that correct?
And again, you know, this is for no particular business, and if anyone wants to open up their business, you know, they have to start the review process and go through the steps. But there was an interest in, this is not for that, it's for, because we require throughout the church.
So the inquiry just happened to highlight the
So we're clear, adding this CBD doesn't change any use of any business downtown currently or leave any room for interpretation of businesses currently operating.
Yeah.
So which is the typo? Is it the chart or the language inside?
Language inside.
And how do we know that?
Permitted use in the table.
Respectfully, how do we know that?
Because I just said it.
Oh,
There you go. Do you have a question?
I don't see where it was title. Honestly, I don't think CBD should have been included in the 500 feet. Or, yeah.
Before all that happened, I wanted, I was going where Brian, if there needs to be changes so that we can go down that path. But we have to go through the process. So the discussion we're having now about the fee for that, that's not written in the statute. So we go through the proper channels, to talk about those issues, that's proper. But tonight, this is the type of.
Thank you, Commissioner Marcus. 2 minutes. I know this is being referred to as a typo, but also I think we're going to confirm that like it's the planning commission. It's not like this is just being done in that area. There's a planning board is addressing this issue, addressing the commission table and the text online. The reason just I believe this all came, which was yesterday, came to the planning board, and as far as the planning director realized we had an issue with the verbiage and the way it was written, so that's why I want to clear it up. So,
So everybody, everybody's saying that this inquiry doesn't relate to new business potentially coming. But could this change of verbiage or fixing of the typo prohibit this business from opening?
He doesn't meet the requirements, those two standards, and absolutely yes.
What? district to the light.
It was already there.
But it's not already, it's not there, you're
It's
asking.
already, it's added, it's a permitted use under the table.
But not, but I do.
And again, if you want to change it,
Are you suggesting hearing that's it? It's just you, your voice between discrepancies, there's no, anybody gets to do it, you just told Matt,
planning board.
I said it. So
Yes, I said it.
you're the
Therefore,
final
it's on the
word.
record that this is exactly as Amanda stated, that everyone stated up here, this was a typo that was brought to our attention. We're correcting it so that the table matches the text. If there is a need and a want, we fully support, I fully support, making adjustments to the language so that it is more inclusive to allow businesses to come into Oxford. It's that simple. We're just talking about making an adjustment so that the table matches the text as intended.
Where can we go back to see that that was the original intent? Yeah, where is that noted?
I can direct you to the clerk's office. This happened in 2021.
So there should be a record of that.
There's record.
That's how you guys got to
I've
that
been, there's
decision.
records for the development of prior to being on the board. And I would suggest contacting the clerk's office to verify. But as we take our lead from our directors are saying this is the intent, this is the spirit of the law, and therefore we are eventually making it match so that the text matches the intent.
What's enforcing it? The text or the table? So if the table matches, now can you enforce the rule based on the table? Or can you only enforce it based on the text?
That would be a question for the planning director. Is she the publisher of that?
Can I ask a question, please?
Let's let the director speak.
So, again, before tonight, just to make sure the language is housing together. But, there is a process, and if anyone here wants to look over the rules and want to make suggestions in terms of amending what we have in the future, only thing you have to do is come over and talk to me, and we can go through that process.
So the question I asked was, is it enforceable currently right now because the text doesn't match the table? So do you use the text to enforce the ordinances media, or does the table act as the enforcement?
So, with what we have had, and what we discrepancy, both of you have to have, if the table says permit the standards, it's permit the standard. So then you have to go and look at what are those standards. And then when you look at the standards, unfortunately, every district is not included. That's why we ask for this.
So it's not enforceable because the text doesn't say CUP, that the ordinance about 500 feet is not enforceable.
Put it this way, if someone within the central business district, if they want to, have this type of establishment, that's why, if I see a discrepancy for me, that's what we're here about to do. But again, in hearing any concerns regarding any rules that we have, and you want to talk about it later, and you want to propose any changes, not only just for that, but any changes now, come talk to me, go over the process, and go for the appropriate rules.
I'm gonna question, I'm gonna go back and ask a question. We are monetized. This is serious. This is serious. Okay. What I want to know to do for me. If someone come and want to put a ball, I know if I'm talking elementary, I'm slow, I don't understand. Personally. I want to put a ball. If it was me, you would question the hell out of me. You would. You would cause no problems. You said, listen, no call that. You don't know the ball. You can't do it. I understand. That's all you do. What I'm saying is this. Anybody, she said you can make changes. This is the changes I want. You cannot put video machines in that building. And you cannot put pool tables in that building. You only can have a wall and food. I will tell you, ain't no way, people ain't got to keep it, this town can't pay the rent. You gonna tell me, I don't know how much the rent gonna be, $10,000 or more money. Ain't no way in the hell you compete against 5 walls in this town and make enough money to pay the rent. You know, do something there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boyd.
Mr. Mayor,
Everyone that's.
can I say one more question?
All right. So I just heard a minute ago, it was said that there was some meetings back in 21, and that the minutes of the meetings are probably in the courthouse, in the records there. I know that there was a planning board discussion, that in the past couple of weeks, I heard that said that this was talking about fixing. But has anybody actually went and pulled the minutes of the meetings and said, here it is. This is where we made the discussion on which way this is supposed to go, because there is obviously a conflict. Right now, you do have probably an unenforceable situation because there's a conflict. It's like, okay, it's up to somebody's judgment call which way it's supposed to be. And I would suggest that we may possibly table this until somebody goes back and holds the record.
With that, I move to close this public hearing session. Consider approving the amendments to section 3.5.2 of the Park Act. Is there a motion? Motion. No. Is there a second?
I make a motion to table this until we group.
Is there a second? Any discussion?
Makes a difference to me, just that she has more information regarding this. This was sent for, the planning board for the tax amendment. So it has gone through that process. To answer your question regarding the text and the table or the system for most restricted lots. So if you go to do that, at that point, you would have to be allowed to have a large city. So if you think you can do that, our best thing to do is to approve the text amendment, ask that the planning board go back to review the standards. And then they can have all the everybody can go back to review the standards and check them however you ultimately see fit to do.
We send it back to the planning board.
Will that be changed to a motion?
I can make a motion, I just want to make sure.
I'd rather just try and check it. And I'm not sure this was a week or two. Let's just look at the minutes, okay? And then we can get to the right.
You have a second, Mrs. Hart.
Can I please say something about those minutes? When we did a review and I think we started the review process in 2019. And this is adopted in 2021. And to further state, I'm not sure if I can find those. But I can say, what we adopted is what you all okay. But in terms of finding minutes for this whole document, I'm not sure. I think that's a good study. That's right. But I will make find.
Thank you, Mrs. Hart.
Yes. Right now, they would be allowed because it's not in the text. Because of those strings apply, it says in New York, you go. Because this does happen, not just here, it happens in a lot of places. Where you have a conflict, no, then you go, but with other ordinances, that's the most restrictive apply. That's why it's in there, because it does happen more frequently in the text. So if you wanted to keep that option open, go ahead and approve that. They may not like 500 day restrictions. You just go back to the planning board, have them make a recommendation, like they just did, to get the text and the text together. You can go do that, and then you can make whatever else that you need to feel like you need to do.
Commissioner Toll, would you like to trust your motion again?
Yes, I understand the difficulty now that we might not get to take the minutes. That's going to be a problem. They've already got a second. I'll work on it. So I know I thought, I don't know, I wrote it. Yeah, all right, I don't for that.
Motion was done.
You've got a second.
We have a second.
You already had a second. Get a motion and a second.
The city attorney is the like to flash wisdom on this. What are your withdrawals? So we're on that, all in favor?
Well, I'll make the motion. I'll put it over.
All in favor, withdraw? All in favor, withdraw? No, that's what we got it again. We'll go to the motion and resolution. All in favor? Any opposed?
The motion.
Motion. And motion now. We have a motion to address petition. I get a motion.
I'll move the
Do I have a second? Any discussion?
The discussion I had on, Mr. Cox, you suggested that maybe maybe the city considered doing improvement of what we currently have, so that we don't have this kind of situation again where we got stuff on the side of one another. So.
I could further, Carlos, to say that respectfully, that it sounds like we don't have minutes from the planning committee that was referred to you guys. We don't have minutes from 2019 through 2021 to talk about the intent of the motion. We have a chart that disagrees with language, and while we have a very positive statement saying because it was said so, I don't know that we can all say that for sure, because I can't find any planning board minutes for a long time, right? And it may be the website. I don't Google all that well, but pretty well. I don't know that we have all the proof that everybody keeps referring to, because I don't think anybody in the audience could have been prepared to understand what it is that you guys are doing or trying to do. While I understand the city manager saying that it goes with the most restrictive language, and I think that's a fantastic fail-safe. Even if you pass this tonight, you should pretty much immediately take a look at the language that's there because it's restrictive on businesses. And what I appreciate, and I appreciate the nobility of Mr. Khan of using himself because it will be harmful to him and other businesses.
We take a look at our ordinances and make sure that everything aligns with one another. So then we don't have to go through this process again on a different situation.
Okay, I believe the city manager was very clear in the city, very clear, that's what's going to happen.
The short answer is, yes, it's gonna be a project people take several months to do, but sometimes you don't need to wait to do a more comprehensive review, these things come up, like it sounds like right now, seems to be pretty important, we're going to wait on a comprehensive review of that, but I can say from my own frustrations that happen to review and stuff, that you definitely need to do that, so I can tell you that will happen, that in the immediate future to address this issue.
Yeah. So keeping in mind, as the state, any new business trying to open will not be allowed to open. Unless the business.
That's right, you pass an amendment, and you can do that with the restrictions that are in there now. If you don't, then it's not permitted.
But if the charge.
We noted in public hearing right now, we closed that session, so, we need to vote, all in favor? Commissioner Lumpkin's made a motion, Mayor Pro Tem second motion, so I'll ask, all in favor? Any opposed? One, Commissioner Toby for the record opposed. Two. That motion carries. Moving on to the other item. Open public hearing to receive citizen input on the amendment unified development ordinance section 15.446. Permit process. This time, it's Chair recess for 5 minutes.
That's all.
As well as I can.
I'll be there. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Executive session. Will the public hearing to receive citizen input on amended the unified adopted ordinance section 15.4.6 permit process timetable. And this time I declare the public hearing open. Will anyone like to speak on this item? Public hearing is closed. Consider approving amendment to chapter 15.4.6 permit process table. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Open public hearing to receive citizen input regarding the annexation of 134 plus acres located at 3129 Mount Jacob Center. At this time, I declare the public hearing open. Would anyone like to speak on this issue? Once. Public hearing is closed. Consider assigning zoning classification for the 134 acres as light industrial and annexation. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Carries. Open public hearing to receive citizen input on request to annex 165 plus acres of Burt and Geronimo Road assemblies located in Geronimo Road and West Atlantic Drive. At this time, I declare the public hearing open. Would anyone like to speak on this item?
We are, first, my name is Matt Anderson. I'm the applicant. This is a new board, we were approved in November. That being said, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for John? Hearing is closed. Consider approving annexation request consisting of 165 plus acres located in Long Road, West End. Is there a motion? Motion by Commissioner Toby, a second by Commissioner Velez, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Hold the public hearing for the city citizens input on the application request of 261 plus acres off Knoxville Road, New Commerce Drive. At this time, the period public hearing open. Would anyone like to speak on this item?
Seen this before.
Sir?
What's the plan for?
Yes, sir.
Matthew Jameson, applicant.
Thank you. What sort of, dwellings are we looking at? Are you planning what, like apartments?
No, sir.
Just single family homes?
Single family and, townhomes as well.
Yes, how many units?
For this one, it is 830.
Ooh, and the other,
Sorry,
the other,
412.
what's the average cost of each one?
Don't know yet. And with that, the households that we get, or the people that live here, hopefully we'll be able to get a grocery store, a dry cleaner, and Chick-fil-A actually, so.
It would be nice if we can get those things, but depending on the housing that you're providing, it will depend on the quality of that grocery store and everything else, so that's why I'm asking.
Right, and we have 5 different, lot sizes, so that means it will be more than 5 different home classes, so it can, they work from 10 to 50 different places.
Ranging from,
Yeah.
when will you?
Well, the problem with that is we don't know the cost of lumber 3, 4, 5 years now, we don't know the cost of development 3, 4, 5 years now.
So what's your plan, when do you expect to be finished? Or when do you expect to start?
We would like to start, after we receive construction drawing approval from the city. We will be pushing dirt, first quarter, second quarter next year. And I'd also like, I'm a homeowner here in Oxford. I actually was the third person to close at 111 Highway Lane at the LGI. That's how much I believe in Oxford. Is that far?
Thank you, sir.
I'm just not.
Well, welcome to Commissioner Bridges. Commissioner Bridges.
You know, my wife often asks me the question, when are we gonna get like Harris Teeter or Wegmans or one of those high-end grocery stores? And I was going to say to her that oftentimes those establishments make decisions based on population and income. And with the development that we are trying to do, doesn't that increase the opportunities for getting like a Harris Teeter or Wegmans or a larger grocery store in the city?
Not only commercial businesses, but also businesses that, office businesses. We just got, before us, 130 acres being annexed for light industrial. I believe Oxford, actually Randolph, RTP North. Well, one first thing they ask us, who's going to work here? Right? So you need the rooftops to bring the businesses, you need the rooftops to bring, the grocery stores.
And just a follow-up, to sort of answer some of the questions about having a cobbler or a shoe store. Had Mr. Washington been able to have an apprentice, because that is a highly skilled thing to do, that work on shoes. And unfortunately, we who have businesses sometimes don't mentor the next shoe repair person. Because I would love to have a shoe repair person in the area, because I got some shoes I'm worn out. But You know, I used to talk to Mr. Marshall. I said, who's gonna do it after you? Because he was getting a little along in age. And he never had anyone in there to mentor, so that we would have a shoe shop. You're just not gonna find a lot of those anywhere. Mr. McCoy.
May I ask another question? I've lived in.
Before you do it, you just state your name.
Oh, sorry. I'm Tiffany Burke. I live on 326 Kingsbury Street. I moved into this community about 20 years ago. And for 20 years, I've been refurbishing one of the historic homes here. So I tell you that to tell you I'm deeply invested in this. Because of that, and because I've seen how other communities in North Carolina has grown, you will often see a nice, well-established community of houses, and then all of a sudden, smaller townhouses, apartments start popping up. And when they pop up, yes, those businesses tend to come along because here's the money. But often, not every time, but often, there's something lost in that community of small, you know, that small hometown feel. It gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. Now, I believe in growth, and I'm glad that you believe in growth enough to try to make it happen here. But I guess my concern as an invested, deeply invested citizen is to ensure that those things that come along with new growth doesn't happen here. I know that's kind of unrealistic, that it doesn't happen here, but rather, if we can't stop it from happening, how can we make sure that we can remain people, have control over it? So all of that to say, with all of the, I think, if I were to, you're looking at adding another 1,200. 1,215. That's a lot of people. So I wonder, to ensure that your buyers get what they want, since they're moving into a small southern town, and to ensure that we who already live here get to keep the feeling that we have, I wonder, and this is a philosophical question, I wonder how you approach your development, understanding that.
Mr. Mayor, may I respond to the
Yes, sir.
First of all, I'd like to say I'm working with the planning very hard and asking. She is vital to the process here. As some of the commissioners who voted on this project, we came in with the most restricted zoning possible for this. We came in and left 30%, 40% open space. Instead of going for max density, I believe this site is 3.4 units per acre, 3.5 units per acre, instead of requesting 5 units per acre. We're putting walking paths, we're putting a community center, and what we're trying to do is make the entire community inclusive. We had neighborhood meetings, we listened to input, we changed our site plans because of the input that we received from not only the commissioners, but also from the public as well. We reached out, there's one more example, we were required to do a 500-foot notice, property owners, for notice. Because again, we want to be part of the community, so we want to listen. And but yes, we absolutely work with as far as commissioners and work with all of our
So I do want to add on here real quick. So during the zoning, they presented it, so it's very rare that we have a large audience that we have tonight that is, like supporting the project. When they came before us with their projects, we had overwhelming support because they went the extra mile and listened. They left historical structures, Chitty and the Raleigh Road location, talking about large trees and things, making sure that those were named as part of the project, and adjusting the buffer zones based on the feedback that they got from folks in the community. So I will say, in terms of the types of developers that we get to come before us, I wish we had more folks like this and getting here to take the extra time to meet the community and understand what's needs and are respectful of the history of those particular areas being next to the Central Children's Home, on the roof project, and being thoughtful of the existing historical architecture that's a part of those properties. So we were very pleased during the zoning portion that they were facilitating.
So one more question then, does some of your architecture will echo the architecture that's already here in some way, so that it's nicely blended?
Not necessarily for our growth, this new community, we're trying to make our entryway, be symbolic of the area.
Okay.
That makes sense. We're not just gonna slap something. We want to make this somewhat a nice gesture for the community. One other example, it's been a long day.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
No one else? Speak for third public hearing. Consider approving the annexation request of 261 plus acres located in Knoxville Road in Newcomer's Drive. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider filling the vacant position on the planning board previously held by Aaron Harris. Is there a motion? Motion. Okay, by the way, this is. Yes, sir.
We might interject a health policy here. We've done this work previously, I believe we wrote down things like this, so we can track pass it forward, we can do it through by showing.
We can do it by showing names. We have the names here, we'll mention the names.
So we were Evans and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And second name. You all see this as application.
I believe the planning board director did some of this previously. They're on the system.
They're attached to it.
Ms. Evans says, I would like to contribute to the council community using my 20+ years planning experience, knowledge, and skills. My previous planning experience include transportation, park and recreation, zoning, planning review, and housing. Because Mr. Dick, my decision to move to Oxford 6 years ago was supported by the belief that the city was beginning a period of renewal and revitalization. Now, as the entire region turned its attention to Oxford, the city requires a balanced approach to continue growth that creates opportunity for all the current and future residents and businesses while preserving the distinct character and charm that so many people love. I hope to use my experience as a neighbor, husband, father, small business owner, and non-profit leader to make thoughtful contributions to the elevation of applications presented to the planning. Beginning one, we're going to do it by publicly voting or by writing. say public, anyway, okay. Anyway, all those in favor of Mrs. Evans, let it be known by a show of your right hand. For Ms. Evans. All those in favor for Mr. Don Dick, let it be known by showing of your right hand. One. Ms. Evans is not, Ms. Evans now, member.
Consider appointing Melissa to vacant position on the Historic Preservation Committee. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Motion carries.
Congratulations.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider approving minor subdivision plan consisting of 4 lots located in Kingston Road. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider approving 4 lot minor subdivision located on Daniel Street. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider calling for a public hearing for the April 9, 2024 regular board meeting for conditional rezoning application for property located on the corner of Ocean Street and Outer Loop. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider calling for a public hearing for the April 9, 2024 regular board meeting for conditional rezoning application for Oxford Loop subdivision located on the corner of Outer Loop and Warner Road, consisting of a total of 137 acres, rezoning the property to GR5, G-Unit, and light industrial. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I think it's hard.
Oh, Ms. Hart, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Could we, send that item back to the planning board? Would we still schedule the public hearing, but have them take a look at it again and, look over and make sure it's all consistent?
Yes, we need a motion. We have a motion in the motion. Yes.
So the public hearing is still gonna be scheduled, I just want to send it back to you.
I make a motion that we take this back to the planning board for further clarification.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider approving the sale of the attached item through government agency. Is there a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Can I just clarify for the public?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Snyder, do you have those items up? You're not looking at them. Very good.
There are four cars. The John Deere model, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks, 6 old trucks, that's all the same.
4 cars and 6 trucks.
Just want to look at it, just for transparency. Thank you.
Okay, moving on, consider forming the downtown parking task force. Is there a motion? Motion. Motion, Commissioner Britton. Okay, the second? Any discussion?
Yeah, I didn't think.
No, you can do motion.
Because I have a question.
Okay. So I have a motion.
Question.
Well, first of all, I'd like to know why we need it. I mean, what's the reasoning behind parking task?
Based on the meeting that we attended at the downtown Monaco, the members of that committee requested a parking regulation. One, because we have supposedly a parking regulation, we have no enforcement, and we want to look and see how we can make it more useful, certain parking is requested by all the vendors basically downtown to arrange parking, because we have some individuals who park for 5 hours. And if there's a court date, the entire downtown parking is taken up because everybody's in court. So the vendors, the business owners are requesting that, so we are going to try to pull a group together. Not all business owners, because we get all business owners, get special interest on this side. So we will involve community members. And if any community member would like to be part of that task force, so we say, reach myself to my city clerk, and we have a meeting to do that. Overall, you know, what's going on in the city, get every problem here, and how we can regulate. By not having us, the board dictate what's going to be the parking regulation, we want that community to come up with a solution, so we get the community type of home. So, we have a motion on the table, right? You have a second?
We have a second.
So legal, I have a question.
Now, I do have a question on that. Now, this parking enforcement, many years ago when I moved here, we used to have a fellow, they used to walk around and mark tires. You go in the restaurant, go get your sandwich, okay, you just, my work is way around, where you mark the tire again. Is that what we talking about for that too?
What we're looking at doing is technology. And the world has improved, so we're looking at solutions of and not having physical body walking around and having tickets. There's a lot of systems, but on the Raleigh and Durham, any part of the world now, you have to either pay by using your cell phone, and we need to look at that and see how we can make it workable in our city. And again, there's signs up here that says parking 12 is only. And I can leave my truck and walk home and leave it here all night. Come back the next day, 3 o'clock and still there, nobody touches it. So what we're trying to do is make the business, with growth is coming, help the business, help our citizens. in Tom department situation that we have. Remember, we're smart, Tom, we're grown, we need to help and do as much as we can to support the growth in the business at some time. Mr.
We need solutions rather than enforcement.
That's right, that's what it is. City manager,
I want to just say that the person is, you know, comprehensive plan, of course, be a part of that, and another part of what we need is for, that takes to maximize availability of our space. That's a number of things we need that.
And for clarity, any suggestions that I know that that's what still has to be agreed?
yes, sir. No questions? Okay, all in favor?
I make a motion that we.
You got a second? All in favor? Any opposed? No. One opposed? Two opposed. Two opposed? Motion carries. Consider approving the attached revised take-home policy. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion?
The take-home, policy, is this gonna be specifically for employees that are on call?
Yes, that's some of those. There's some in the police department, there's some that are department heads that may, and assistants that may get off that, may not be traditional on call. It's specified in the policy, it's roughly about 10 non-police positions and about 16 police positions.
I can understand the, public safety aspect of everything. But, just looking at it from the perspective of someone who has been and worked for a government agency that has to deal with taking home vehicles and stuff like that, I just want to make sure that we're gonna allow people to take vehicles home, and when they on call, and a call comes up, that they there. And I know some board members might agree with me. We will need a situation where we just save the people gas. And then when it's time to come on call, you show up to the scene, there's only a few people that are on call that's actually there, and somebody showed up. So I just want to make sure that we've got something that's, enforced by the city manager.
There's an expectation that goes with the privilege act.
Mr. City Manager, just what you want to say. Go ahead. Senator
Question, I kind of piggyback off of Mr. Gillespie.
So while we will allow, there will be an allowance to take the vehicles home. It's not really a substitute for a personal vehicle. So there'll be some stipulations and everything in guidelines that each member will have to follow.
It's not like they can take it home and then their shots on the vehicles. It's do it wrong work.
I believe this is going from 20, we currently have a 20-mile radius take home. We're going to 40 mile.
They don't have to follow the same guidelines that we already have in place for those people that are now taking the cars home. We're just expanding the number of people that will have the ability to take it home.
This is nothing to me. This is me. For years, I worked in a data center where I was on call 24/7. I could call 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have to actually have a vehicle to take home. I wish I did. But with all that, we gotta have some guidelines. The city manager said no shopping and so forth. Most vehicles that have that privilege of taking, people that have that privilege of vehicles are regulated with a GPS system or some sort of tracking system that they impose. And I sort of listened to what Commissioner Ellis is saying about the first responders. I don't think that's no question that first responders have been looking at phone calls and in places I've been have a different schedule. Like I'm going to call this, but the next person I call it, and so forth. But I just thought I'd say that to bring that up. The policies go from 20 to 40 miles to the city manager state. If one with a vehicle, when you are this instant like Commissioner Bella says, and you have to come in, you will. So I think that's good.
Now,
Right.
now, is this gonna be a situation where they take the vehicle home even when they're not on call? Or are we gonna have, a system where it rotates, like, I'm gonna use like public works for
Yes.
instance?
If they're on call, and you have some of their time compensation.
And they say start the staff department, they're on call.
Yeah, they're gonna come in and do something else. Same with, not work, it's, because we know an on-call person can do.
Okay, any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider amending city codes and ordinances, chapter 21, article 1, the city water sewer disposal ordinance. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider approving part-time police officer's position. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, consent agenda. Consider accepting the January 2024 financial report and the February 5th and February 13th minutes. Motion. Any second? Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? So we at the end of our, the board meeting, we'll start on session, Commissioner Toby. Oh, I'm sorry. City Attorney, Mr. Burnett. City Manager. Mr. Toby.
I just want to thank everybody for their patience. It's been a long night. I understand we come in closed sessions. But I want to thank you for your patience and understanding. Just realize we're trying to do what's best for everybody in the family. So he's been with us and things will be.
Mr. Bridges.
I don't have anything.
Mayor Pro Tem.
I'd like to extend the board's compassionate to Commissioner Curtis and has I extended to this mighty earlier, but on behalf. I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry. Shoot. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And I did.
I'm sorry. Mr. Brian Conley.
Stole my comments. So,
Commissioner McCray, first, thank you, I really appreciate it. On that strategic bridge. Congratulations. Looking forward to a phenomenal job that we're able to do. And thank you guys for coming out. It was wonderful night. For this one more time, I would ask you, let's continue. Let's continue. The more we can have these type of discussions with the majority of the people, the better off we'll get to see. Thank you so much.
Mr. Lewis?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for everybody for your conversations tonight. Thank you to city staff. You know, everybody else great job, and that's appreciated. Congratulations to everybody that was 22 boards tonight. It's great people to get involved with our community. Thank you.
Mr. Ross?
Tonight I've seen a lot of friendly, familiar faces. I'm glad to see y'all come out. Always got concerns. I would like if y'all keep coming. It'll definitely be greatly appreciated with the participation, because other than that, all we got is that in the court. But I really appreciate your concern. I was, before I got elected, I was over there all the time, with the meetings. I was here, and it's good when you have a voice or a say on something that's being decided and gave a voice to the people. And Mr. McCoy, I want that on the supermarket as well, Mr. McCoy. There's
There's a couple things, real quick, that basically, in conversation with the city attorney a couple weeks ago, and we looking at the growth and where you can get money and grants into the city to help us move along. And I did a little research. There's some national leading cities we use twice a year. And Dr. F.M. was 08, was running. And the city attorney didn't bring that up to me. I did some research. I go around a couple places. And I had a couple of my friends, one considered my daughter in New York, and a couple of friends of mine in D.C. said, hey, we're going to this. And we talked about it. And that's something we probably need to look at and talk to the city attorney. There's another meeting in December. Everyone that's been on the government says that's a wonderful meeting to go. If you like connection, if you get some grant money, you can get some money, not grant, you can get money. I'll be located to the projects and you can pick your plan. Just how I consider that in the future. I asked the city attorney, we'll get together and see the dates and Saturday. We'll see if we get more of that. The other thing, again, we talked about education and everything, something in the city. Here with us, we have a lot to do. There's a lot of progress coming up here, and it's going to be a lot of work. So please bear with us and keep coming. That's what we're here. We want you guys to come out and voice your opinion and hear what it has to say. I kind of told everyone you're outside, you see what, and once you're inside, you see different. So I am asking for everyone to come out and support us. Okay. With that, we are going to move to this. We're going to ask the motion to adjourn. The closed session. Motion to adjourn to executive session.
I request to move that to allow for 5 minutes.
Yes. 5 minutes. Okay, have a motion and a second. All in favor? All right, let's go. 5 minutes. Thank you.